from the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
First tonight, the full-blown disinformation campaign which has been launched by Pakistan, targeting both the Republic Media Network and the Indian Army. Ladies and gentlemen, 8:30 p.m. tonight, India's next-level military mobilization as the Indian Air Force gears up for massive aerial exercises over the Bay of Bengal. Fresh NOTAMs have been issued, signaling readiness on the Eastern Front. Exercise Trishul is already underway in the west. And at 9 o'clock tonight, trouble brews in Bihar. The Election Commission issues a notice to high-profile campaigner, debutant political leader Prashant Kishore, over having dual voter IDs. In a way, it proves that the BJP was right on the SIR, the special intensive revision of the electoral rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone knows Lt Gen Ghai. He was leading in the military news conferences during Operation Sindoor. He was then promoted to Deputy Chief of Army Staff Strategy and Director General of Military Operations. We all know him as the man who played a critical role during Operation Sindoor. He's the man who the Pakistanis called in panic, begging for a ceasefire. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a quick flashback. This is Lt Gen Ghai during Operation Sindoor.
Inform all of you that the Chief of Army Staff has earlier today conducted a security review and has granted full authority to our army commanders for counter-actions in the kinetic domain in case of any violation by Pakistan.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was during Operation Sindoor. Now, 10 days ago, the Republic Media Network was proud to host the very high-profile Forces First conclave. And our very own Lt Gen Ghai was among the vast star cast of speakers. Other honorable speakers included the Chief of Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, Lt General Devendra Sharma, GOC-in-C of the ARTRAC, the Army Training Command. We also had General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, AVSM, VSM. We had Air Chief Marshal Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadoria, former Air Chief Vice Admiral A.N. Pramod, the serving Director General Naval Operations, Lt General Ajay Chandpuria, AVSM, VSM, GOC 11 Corps, Lt General M.U. Nair, PVSM, AVSM, SM, Lt General Anil Kumar Bhatt, and of course our very own General Bakshi. The reason I'm putting out this star cast is because in this very important military gathering, it was at this Forces First conclave that General Ghai called out Munir's bluff. He said, now the very fact that he and the academy in Pakistan repeatedly speak about this aspect suggests to me that we have been able to call their bluff. And therefore, these were his words, there is definitely concern on the other side as far as this matter is concerned, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, he had said that we had called out the military bluff of Pakistan. Hear him say this.
Now, I don't know how many of you, you've been sitting here for the better part of the day, have had occasion to listen to the Pakistan Army Chief's address today, earlier today, I think, at the Pakistan Military Academy at Kakul. And he's yet again spoken about this. And, in the tone that he normally does, and, he's warned India that there is no space for war when two countries such as India and Pakistan are involved. Now, the very fact that he and the academy in Pakistan repeatedly speak about this aspect suggests to me that we've for once been able to call the bluff, and therefore there is definitely concern on the other side as far as this matter is concerned.
Every bluff of Pakistan has been called. Those were the words of General Rajiv Ghai. The moment the Forces First event happened, and the clarity and direction and straightforwardness with which the Indian Army, military, Air Force, Navy personnel spoke in that high-profile conference, the Pakistanis got very scared. What they did was they took a clip of Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai, Deputy Chief of Army Staff, Strat, and Director General Military Operations, and they generated a AI-generated deepfake video, where in this deepfake video they claimed that Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai was speaking about saffron politics and religious polarization, which is absolutely untrue. The reason we are putting the actual video and the fake video on air is because this was as much an attack on the Indian Army, General Rajiv Ghai, as much as it was an attack on the Republic Media Network. We all know what he said. He said, we have called the Pakistani bluff. My concern is not just that the AI-generated fake video was put out by Pakistani handles. My concern is, ladies and gentlemen, that, and X better take notice, that fake video is still circulating on X. That fake video, can I come back, is still circulating on X, formerly Twitter. X has a feature of community notes on misleading posts, but a note like this is not present in any of the fake videos. The Army, the PIB, was forced to go out and put a clarification on this. And this was the kind of fake news video. This is a fake one, by the way. I want to put it out. This is a fake video. This is a fake tweet. Ladies and gentlemen, you can take it off. Now, my question is it not the responsibility of X to remove the deepfakes on such an important issue, misrepresenting the Indian Army, which is being circulated on its platform? And I am saying this as a reminder, all of you who are on X and expose Elon Musk. Elon Musk would not have the guts if someone were to put out fake news videos on the American military. He would respond within seconds, he would remove it. Elon Musk should not be allowed to do a single dollar worth of business in India. If he is going to allow the misuse of his platform, the Indian government must take a clearer position on this. Ladies and gentlemen, as far as we are concerned, we are very proud that we hosted the Forces First Conclave, where we spoke about multi-domain warfare, Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense, global conflict and Operation Sindoor. And we know that Pakistan is tracking Republic because we are the stakeholders of the truth. We are the largest news network in the country. And this is not the first time we've been attacked. In May 2017, the Pakistanis, the ISI, targeted us using fake information. On October 2021, the Pakistani ISI claimed they had attacked an Indian submarine. It was Republic which exposed them. On October 2017, Pakistan used a picture of a Berlin crisis to pass it off as one of its own army. Republic exposed them. In March 2019, Pakistan ISI used a video from Republic to doctor a text and claimed there was a mutiny in Indian Army ranks. We exposed them. We exposed the Pakistani Fakery on national television because we are a strong and powerful network. They are very upset, the Pakistanis, that we have launched Republic Defense. And Republic Defense is always going to serve the interests of this country. And since we've launched Republic Defense, the attacks from the Pakistanis have increased. You know, viewers, that during Operation Sindoor on 7th May 2025, there was a cyber attack on Republic from Pakistan. Why was it only Republic, the only media house targeted from Pakistan? Because we are a threat to the Pakistanis, to the ISI. Ladies and gentlemen, despite this, we are today the fastest growing digital network in the country. We have over 65 million people following us. We've grown 500% in the last 6 to 9 months because you believe in us. And hence, in conclusion, I would request you to share this clip and pass it on. I want the people of India to know that the Indian Army is under a disinformation attack, and your network, the most loved network of India, the Republic Media Network, is under attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we will fight the Pakistanis in a way they will never be able to come to terms with. Let's debate.
The Indian Army called Pakistan's bluff at the force's first conclave, and that truth has hit home.
Now, I don't know how many of you, you've been sitting here for the better part of the day, have had occasion to listen to the Pakistan Army Chief's address today, earlier today, I think, at the Pakistan Military Academy at Kakul. And he's yet again spoken about this. And, in the tone that he normally does, and, he's warned India that there is no space for war when two countries such as India and Pakistan are involved. Now, the very fact that he and the Academy in Pakistan repeatedly speak about this aspect suggests to me that we've for once been able to call the bluff, and therefore there is definitely concern on the other side as far as this matter is concerned.
Hours after this message from Lt General Ghai, the Deputy Chief of Army Staff, Strategy and DGMO, Pakistan's ISI began a campaign of fakery, pushing AI-generated videos which Republic will not broadcast. The attempt was to upset the apple cart as India gets battle-ready in the era of information warfare.
Almost every morning when you get up, we see a news of fresh strike in an ongoing conflict, not always kinetic. Sometimes in cyberspace, sometimes in narratives as already brought out. So across the world today, we have approximately 56 conflicts which are raging on with approximately 90 nations directly or indirectly. And it keeps changing every day, keeps increasing. It's not decreasing by any chance. So all this tells us that we live in an age of constant conflicts, if not wars.
Historically, Pakistan has activated its fake news ecosystem against Indian armed forces and Republic when faced with conflict. For example, in 2017, when they put out fake videos of attacks on Indian posts, it was Republic that exposed them with the right videos. Or in October the same year, when Pakistani liars used a picture from Berlin to pass it off as 1947. Like in March 2019, when Pakistan's ISI doctored a Republic clip to cook up fake stories of a mutiny. In October 2021, it was Republic that exposed Rawalpindi's fake claim of attacking a submarine. And now, 4 years later, they have targeted a critical speech of Lt General Ghai at the force's first conclave, knowing well that Republic is the most trustworthy media house. India must be vigilant against this fakery, at a time when we have Pakistan cornered on all sides.
I welcome on this, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, a lot of support coming in for the Republic Media Network. We are proud of the Indian military conclave because only Republic Media Network has the faith of the people to host a conclave in which we were so privileged. We had, I think, Saurav, I would say about like 6 or 7 lieutenant generals in the room. We had at least 5 GOCs. We had the Army Chief. We had the Deputy Chief of Army Staff Strategy. We had serving intelligence officials of brigadier level. Yeah. It was a huge conference, and it was held in the Manekshaw Center, the historic Manekshaw Center. But the Pakistanis trying to take the clips of General Ghai to do AI fake disinformation videos, all pushed from Pakistani handles. What does that tell you? Saurabh, I welcome Deepak Vora. I welcome everyone, including Raja Faisal, Shumaila Siddiqui from Islamabad, and Uzma Kardar. Saurabh.
Yeah, Arnab, first of all, congratulations to you and your team. I'm really proud to be associated with the Republic since the inception. And I would say that the Pakistanis are doing it because they're rattled. They're rattled because of the impact that you make every night, not only in households in India, but across the globe. And I can tell you, that's the reason why they're really rattled, because during Sindoor, I can tell you in Washington, D.C., when I speak to people, people recall the coverage that we did every night, late in the night, because they felt that this was the most authoritative coverage coming straight from the battleground in telling people what Operation Sindoor was all about and how Indian armed forces and India's political establishment led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi made sure that India's national interest was defended. So that's the reason why they're rattled. That's the reason why they're trying to hack organizations like Republic. This is the fact. And I would say from here on, our determination to fight out these fake factories, these misinformation campaigns should be even more. Because in the age of AI, and I want to call out that in the age of AI, there is even a greater threat where they will try to create these fake narratives because they cannot fight a real war with the Chinese puppetry and the Chinese fake armament they've been provided. That's the reason why they're running these.
The question is, what was the need, Raja? What was the need, Raja, to do this do this childish AI-generated videos about General Rajiv Ghai, our Deputy Chief of Army Staff, Head of Strategy, and presently Director General Military Operations? What was the need for the Pakistani handles to do that?
First of all, many congratulations to Republic on an initiative of Defense Republic. I think you will be putting up an excellent challenge to Shrivastava Group, and you will be, of course, in coming future, doing a great service to your nation and your armed forces. And when it comes to this very footage which you are showing, I think there are students on both sides, AI students, who have their work going on. I mean, overnight, they keep on doing these kind of stuff. And if somebody is putting this kind of stuff on the social media, I think it's entirely an individual act. And it shouldn't be considered or labeled as some kind of, intelligence agency.
No, but these were all Pakistani. I just want 1 minute. You're saying, 1 minute. Deepak Vora, I want to draw you in. Right now, a defensive Pakistanis are saying that these AI-generated videos of Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai, which have been thankfully corrected from all official handles, and the attack on using deepfakes on the Republic Media Network event, they are saying it has been done by enthusiastic Pakistanis, not by the Pakistani state. Your response to that, exactly. Deepak Vora? Because they're all generated from Pakistan.
Thank you very much, sir. As always, a great pleasure. I'm in New York at the moment. And before I go any further, I just want to say congratulations on hosting the conclave of the Defense Forces, the first ever. Had it been in our neighbor, I'm sure they would have been summoned to the military headquarters, all the networks, and they would have gone there like puppy dogs. But in your case, you've done it. Well done, sir. If in one sentence, by the way, you've been very modest saying that you are the fastest growing network in India, etc. You are the fastest in the world, your digital footprint. You are trusted. When I go for my walk in the morning with several former ambassadors, senators, etc., they talk about Republic. We heard it on Republic. And I'm not talking of the Indian community. I'm talking of pure Americans. So this is something that you should be proud of. And seeing what you are doing, sir, if I may say in just one line, Mogambo, khush hua. And sir, this thing about AI, I walked with somebody who's an AI person. He said, Ambassador, will you record a message on my mobile? And I'm talking about 2 days ago. I said, certainly. And I said to him, I'm very happy to be in the United States. What a great country. My kids live here. We love this place. And I've also served here and studied here. 2 hours later, he sends it back to me. My face, my voice, saying, what a terrible country. Donald Trump is a madman, etc. I said, but I never said that. He says, this is AI for you. Then I understood the power of the fake media, and our friends from across the border seem to specialize in this because reality is tough to face. So you go into artificial intelligence, which for them is a substitute for their natural stupidity. I rest my case, Mr. Goswami, simply saying carry on. The whole nation is with you. You make India proud, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I am, however, I remain concerned. The point I want to make is this, that see, viewers, we fight real wars today without sharing further details of which I have information. We have a very large, very large preparation for a very large war going on right now. Saurabh knows about it, we know about it, and the level of mobilization and the level of technology being used. Someone asked, what's going on? What is India doing? I said, no, there's a NOTAM in Bay of Bengal, there's action on Arabian Sea, there's action across the entire western border, the entire tri-services theaterization is going on. What is India doing? I said to them that, see, India is preparing for a very large and real war. We don't play these games of AI videos. We don't play these games. We don't play these games, Raja.
Has a massive military.
Raja, we don't play these AI games. The Republic is good enough to handle that. The Indian military will deal with you differently. Republic is good enough to handle. Republic Media Network is good enough to handle your AI enthusiasts. We are large enough.
I'm anxiously waiting for another EU Disinfo Lab report regarding Republic, like we had.
Forget Republic, yeah.
There will be another one very soon.
Whatever.
When it comes to India is a massive country. India's armed forces, they are at a good number. We always expect them to be ready 24/7. If you were not ready in May 2025,
no, the point is, yeah. So we are very much prepared.
Ready now. What were you doing in May 2025?
Just one minute. We are very ready now. I was listening to at that conference our Director General Navy Operations, fantastic officer, Admiral Pramod, fantastic man. And I can tell you this, that if the Indian Navy gets an opportunity, trust me, if you saw those visuals of Narendra Modi with the Navy chief, I can tell you, you know it. We know our officers very, very closely. We know them very well, by the way. Our Navy chief, Admiral Tripathi, you see the visuals, you see the Forces First Conclave. We are just waiting. Don't do. आपको बोलने दे रहा सुमेला जी, ये जो बचपना आपने किया है AI generated videos, ISI से जो AI generated videos हो रहे हैं, उससे असली जंग नहीं जीती जा सकती. असली जंग AI वीडियो से नहीं जीती जा सकती.
असली जंग हम जीत चुके हैं.
कहाँ पे भैया?
इल्म में नहीं है.
आपको अभी भी अपने दुनिया में हर दिन सूटकेस ब्रीफकेस खोलते हैं ट्रम्प के सामने.
मुझे बहुत हंसी आ रही है.
आप अपने ख्यालों में जीत चुकी हैं. असली जंग अपने ख्यालों में जीत चुकी है.
बात कर रहा है, और जो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि एटलीस्ट उनको रियलाइज हो रहा है फेक मीडिया होता क्या है. फेक मीडिया और AI क्या होता है. जिन्होंने AI से लाहौर में बंदरगाह तबाह कर दी थी, जिन्होंने कराची सारा फोड़ डाला था, तो पता नहीं क्या कुछ तो आप लोग दिखाते रहे. अब आप लोगों को एहसास हुआ
कराची छूट गया था,
तो हमारे
वो तो आपने जाके बड़ी माफी मांगी. तो असली जंग तो आपको बहुत बड़ी शिकस्त मिली मोहतरमा, ये मानिए. दूसरी बात आपने ख्यालों में आप जीती है. ये बात
आपने आवाज बंद की दी है ताकि मेरी आवाज आपकी आवाम ना सुन सके. मैं यकीन मानिए, ये जो रिपब्लिक वर्सेस फेक मीडिया, रिपब्लिक इज इक्वल टू फेक मीडिया होना चाहिए. बहुत बड़ा नेटवर्क है.
आपको ये जो अवाम देखता है, जो पीपल का सपोर्ट मिला है, वो इसलिए मिला है कि आपकी फेक फैक्ट्रीज को एक्सपोज कर रहे हैं हम लोग. आपकी जो डिसइंफॉर्मेशन
फेक नहीं है, हमारे पास फेक करने के लिए टाइम भी नहीं है.
उन्होंने पूरे ट्रोल फार्म चलाए
हैं कि इंडिया ने क्या दिखाया है जंग के दिनों में. और आपके अभी
Shumela ji, I'll tell you. Shumela, let me tell you one thing.
They all came up suddenly. Where were they are after 10th May? हमने तो एक इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस कर ली, इंटरनेशनल मीडिया को इन्वॉल्व करा और अपने फिगर्स, फैक्ट, जहाजों के नंबर सब दे दिए. आपने क्यों नहीं काउंटर किया उस टाइम? हम तो आपकी अपनी आवाम आप पे हंसती.
आपके अपने जो बैकर्स हैं, उन्होंने कहा कि आपके जहाज जो है, आपके रावलपिंडी में क्या हुआ, आपके बाकी जगह क्या हुआ, ये बताइए.
This is not the way.
World
I'm
knows the
seriously
reality.
smiling.
The world knows the
And it is my
reality.
best
All you can
time
do is
to
fakery,
entertain
nothing more than
myself
that.
with this comedy.
See,
Honestly,
what has
sir,
happened is,
honestly, this is the best
one
time
minute,
for me.
one minute.
Arnab, this is the best
Shomela,
time
I
for
want
me
to ask you,
get the best
Shomela,
comedian award.
Shomela,
In
the thing is
Pakistan,
this that
already we gave you the best comedian
viewers
award.
in this what the Pakistanis are doing, we need to talk about it. Now, on the
Don't
day,
get any
on the
Pakistani
day,
talk.
on the
Come
day,
on.
just 1 minute, Shomela, don't get overexcited. On
No,
the
no,
day,
I'm not overexcited. I'm very
you are
happy.
getting a little overexcited.
I'm smiling.
1 minute.
I'm smiling.
Very nice. Keep smiling.
Republic is equal to fake media. Yes, it should be like this.
Well, I'm sure you won't say that about Rahul Gandhi.
Biggest network of
You love Rahul
India.
Gandhi?
Come on.
You love
Arnab,
Rahul
what are
Gandhi.
you
Rahul Gandhi is
doing?
fantastic politician.
At least,
right? You like the
you
Congress
should
party.
have some ethics
You like the
of
Congress
media.
party, Shomela.
You should have some ethics.
Now, Republic. Forget Republic. On the 7th of May 2025, ladies and gentlemen, while we were covering Operation Sindoor on the day in the morning when we authorized the strikes and when we hit them, so badly, oh, thank God, we just love Ajit Doval, isn't it? Deepak Vora, what a man. Look at the intelligence backup, the human intelligence, signal intelligence that backed up the strikes. Ajit Doval is a hero of this country. The Prime Minister is
that's the
such a
biggest
fantastic
disaster of
leader.
India.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership,
Prime
Minister Narendra Modi's leadership and vision, and Ajit Doval's
they are taking a decisive leadership.
lethal attack.
You don't have, not like your puppet prime minister. You are scared because of a decisive leadership in India. Not like the puppet leader that you have, who is a joker, your prime minister.
Why did you?
You're rattled by the decisive strategic leadership that Prime Minister of India has provided for another
aggressive. I don't understand why he's shouting.
Okay, 1 minute.
Why he's so aggressive?
Shomela, on the 7th of, on the 7th of, I just want to tell you, on the 7th of, Shomela, listen, Shomela, I wish sometimes you can visit our campus. It's the largest media network complex in Asia, right? Hundreds and thousands of square feet, fantastic studios, not like yours. The question is, on the 7th of May 2025, there was a huge cyber attack from Pakistan on our sites. We went down for a while, but we put 157 technical experts on the job, and we were back in 5 hours.
And the 4 of
we were back in 5 hours. Why did Pakistan carry out a cyber attack at that point of time on our network? Don't you have better things to do? Why are we hammering you? Why were you targeting the Republic network?
Thanks, Arnab. At least you are accepting. At least you are accepting that there were volunteers from the Pakistani side who have been giving tough time to whole India.
And we could do it again and again. We can do it again and again.
No, 1 minute. Shomela, you carry out, a country carries out an attack. A country called Pakistan carries out an attack on a network called Republic. And we fix your we thrash you back technically in 5 hours. Why did you carry out the cyber attack on Republic? Why did you use the Republic video to put out fake videos? Why are you using the Republic name and the Republic videos to do your counter propaganda, your fake news? Why are you doing that? You want to do information warfare with me? Go ahead, come on. You claim that we have Pakistan has destroyed Indian Brigade headquarters. No, we put. Shomela, what was your problem? You can't last with Republic for 5 hours. Now my question to Uzma is, Uzma, see, in realistically, let's speak out here, right? The largest media network of India holds a massive military conclave, followed by a deepfake AI-generated childish attack from Pakistan. What is this? You're making fools of yourself.
Well, Arnab, you people, you eat, live and sleep on fake propaganda. And this is the hallmark of your network also. You people have absolutely no freedom. You are puppets in the hands of your regime. And whatever the government hands down to you, you have to propagate on your channel. And not just your channel, every channel in India has to do it. They have absolutely no choice, and there are dire consequences if you do not toe the narrative handed down to you by the government of India. Well, now I think you have understood and you are getting a taste of your own medicine that whatever fake news and propaganda and the millions that you spend, the propaganda which is dished out by Raw to everybody in this, media and also on social media, it is all bullshit. And it has now come back to haunt you.
Are you scared of
Because
Lieutenant
you
General
people-
Rajiv Ghai?
you
He's a
people-
lethal officer,
you
let me tell
people
you.
give all
Let me tell you about
kinds of
Rajiv
fake
Ghai.
news and we
Let me
keep
tell you.
countering that fake
Let me
news
tell you
for
about
years
Rajiv
now.
Ghai.
You
Very
people
lethal officer, very
excel-
dangerous guy.
You people excel in deepfake. You people, excel in false flag.
But you tried it on
operations.
us, no?
Your
You lost.
Pahalgam was a totally false
No,
flag
but why did you
operation.
try to do a fake
you've been
video
propagating,
of Lieutenant Rajiv
India
Ghai
has
and the
taken
Forces
over
First
Islamabad,
Conclave of Republic?
Taliban have taken over Pakistan. Karachi has been taken over. It's all nonsense, all rubbish, which we find constantly on Indian social.
So you
media
admit that
networks.
you tried to do
All
this fake
these
news
are
video.
raw-
You are a ruling
raw-
party politician. You also have deep
raw
connections to the
controlled
ISI.
social
So
media
I just want to
platforms
ask you
and
as a
accounts.
person with obvious access
And
to privileged
you people-
information,
you
that
people
why did you do this?
Don't know what is happening because you're so used to, your mindset is built on fake propaganda.
No, but
Because
why did you do the... Okay,
you
I'll go to
eat and
Raja.
sleep and
This
live
is
on that
Shomela.
fake propaganda.
Shomela, I will wrap this up by
Your-
saying,
your
this is not worth our time. We are doing
government
something very
police
serious.
I feel like I'm
We are doing
not
something
sorry.
extremely serious, Shomela.
Yesterday
I told you about, see, you can do as many fake, you want to do your narrative war with Republic, you want to do your fake videos, you want to put out AI generated videos. Republic is good enough to give Pakistan a thrashing. But beware when the Indian military comes full force with you next time.